Hi everyone, in today's video I wanted to talk about the things that you can add in these pages. These are you can call it weekly pages or daily pages in your planner. Many of you are first time planner users and some of you have used planners before, but it hasn't really worked out the way that you wanted it to, but you still want to make it a part of your daily routine. I totally get that because planners are getting really pretty these days, and also not to diminish the fact that it's really helpful. It makes you feel organized. You can really streamline a lot of things in your life and use it to your advantage. So that is what I wanted to talk about. In addition to that, I also wanted to share about a few issues that you might face and how to tackle those issues. So if you're new here, hello everyone. I am Sanjana. I upload content related to planners, stationery products, personal development, and all that amazing stuff. And I also upload almost every single day. So it's gonna be a really nice companion for you to just come along and see how you can work on your goals and the tools that you can really use to get forward in your life. So yeah, let's get started with this video. For the purpose of this particular video, I am using the Ink Bucket planner, but you don't really need to have an Ink Bucket planner to follow these steps. Most of the planners are laid out this way, weeks on 2 pages, starts on a Monday or a Sunday and has 7 days across 2 pages. But even if you're using a daily planner, you can absolutely follow these tips, not a problem at all. So the first thing that we want to talk about is the issue that I think every one of us are going to face while you're using planners, which is consistency. You might not be able to use it every single day, or you might go in phases wherein you use it in the beginning of the month and then you fall out of it, and then next month again the motivation kicks in, you want to use it, but basically you don't use it consistently. And that is a problem, like I mentioned, each one of us faces. And to do that, in order to tackle that, think about what really motivates you to use a planner. For me, it is stickers. Using stickers has been a game changer for me, and I've been way more consistent to use the planners if I use stickers when compared to when I don't. The second thing is ease. If ease motivates you, then try to keep your planner routine very simple. Keep a time, like, okay, as soon as I wake up, I'm gonna sit and write down the tasks that I wanna do that particular day. Whatever is sounds simplistic to you, follow that. If it's completely new, what I recommend you to do is attach this particular habit to something that you already do on a consistent basis. So it might be like brushing your teeth and taking a shower. You already do these things on a daily basis. So think that, okay, as soon as I brush my teeth, after that, I'm gonna come and use my planner, or right before I brush my teeth, I'm gonna use it, or right after I have my dinner, I'm gonna use the planner. So you can use all of these things to tackle consistency. That's gonna really, really help you. One, think about what motivates you and do that. Two, try to set up like a timing that you're gonna use, or 3, attach it to another habit that you already have in place, which is quite strong. Don't attach it to another new habit. If you're trying to work out, practice yoga, which is completely new to you or fairly new to you, don't attach it to that. You attach it to something that you've already been doing. And then something else that I want to mention here, I feel it's extremely important, is you don't have to use your planner every day. That is not necessary at all. In fact, it might help you to have certain days in a week where you're like, okay, on these days, I'm not going to use my planners at all. That might be over the weekend, wherein you just want to spend your life freely. You don't really want to plan stuff. Or it might be any of the weekdays wherein, that particular weekday might be extremely busy for you and you just want to use your work planner, or you want to just use, a notepad and write stuff down. You don't really want to use your planner. That is totally fine. Allow yourself to lift off that pressure that you need to use this planner every single day. So that's one important tip that I wanted to share. And now I'm going to talk about how you can really approach the system of weekly planning or daily planning. Even though this planner is set up based on weeks, I highly recommend you to use it as a daily planner. it is really tempting to sit down once a week and to write stuff that's going to come up during the week. But I do recommend, when you're starting out, especially, stick to the daily planning. Like Monday morning, sit down and plan, or Sunday night. Go day by day. That's gonna tell your brain that, okay, this is a simple habit, I can keep up. Sometimes what happens is, with new habits, if you introduce a really overwhelming system, your brain just checks out. I'm like, nope, this is just too complicated for me. I don't want to use it. My life is better off without this overwhelming thing that I need to do every single day. So that is what I recommend. Go day by day. In case you really want to make it a part of your weekly routine, apart from your daily routine as well, what I recommend you to do is something that I do, which is to sit down once a week and set up your planner with decorative stickers. I know this is not for everyone, so take this tip with a pinch of salt. If it works out for you, do it. If it doesn't, don't do it. That is totally fine. You can probably add some things that are sort of set in stone for the week. You might add your work schedule. You might add your gym. If you're working with a personal trainer, most of the workouts are usually pre-decided, so you can get your workout schedule from your personal trainer and add that in here. Or you can add things like meetings that have been set up before, birthdays, events, those kind of things that wouldn't change at all, because this is something that might be demotivating as well, wherein you'll have to go and scratch it out. Something changes after the fact that you've added in your planner. That can be a demotivating factor for me, like someone who tries to make everything pretty and tries to have everything perfect. I totally get that. So you might want to start adding things that are already set in stone. But what I do is, I like to use decorative stickers in a particular theme. And these stickers are from sticker books that most of them are usually available in India. I'm really trying my best to use stickers that are already available in India. That way, in case you want to use it, it's easier for you to access that. That's the reason you don't see me use a lot of Happy Planner stickers these days. I am trying my best. And you get sticker box. Happy Wagon also does a really good job in terms of adding stickers with their planners or with their calendars. And look at this. This particular box has stickers. All of these stickers have come as part of like freebies or part of planners, calendars, and all that. They're extremely cute, and it just sets a really nice tone for the week. And I love doing that every single week. One way, it helps me feel like, okay, I am ready for the week. And second, it just is really motivating for me. Who wouldn't want to come to use this particular spread? Just look at the difference. Plain spread might be a little bit demotivating, but having stickers would make you want to come back and use this spread every single day. So that is something that I really, really recommend. And another advantage that I have noticed with using stickers is it completely disconnects you from whatever is going on in your life, from the outside world. It's just such a game changer. It's almost like meditation, yoga, and all of that. I do feel that it has a number of other benefits than it just looking pretty, because you think about what colors you want to use, what kind of stickers do you want to use. I choose it most of the time based on what I'm feeling while I select these stickers, or what's going on in that week. So I really like looking back on them as well. I highly recommend, guys, use stickers. They're a complete game changer. And now coming to talk about what you can add on these pages. As you can see, adding stickers takes away the space from the spread. And that's totally fine, because looking at this might be quite overwhelming. You might think that, oh my God, there's just so much space. What do I add in here? So adding stickers helps with that too. But when it comes to writing down tasks, I would suggest you to categorize it and make it based on a priority. The first thing that you can add in your planners, or that you should add based on my experience, is tasks related to your goal. even though you're working on multiple goals, try to think about the area of your life that you really want to focus on. Either that can be your yearly focus or it can be your monthly focus. I know many of you are working on your health, on your mental health, so try to add tasks related to that particular focus of your life, which can help you in your day-to-day life. It might not look like a really big thing in the overall plan, in the entire year, but for that day, what you can do in order to get better at your mental health, in order to feel a little bit better, in order to improve your health, or if your goal is starting a business, what tasks that you can do today. It can be a task that really takes 5 minutes, doesn't really matter, that would contribute for you to start that business. So tasks related to your main focus for the year or the month. And for that, I really like to use these kind of box stickers. These are from a brand called Happy Planner. They do ship to India, but they're really expensive. So I have worked on with a few other people. I have worked on creating these type of stickers. There are just some last minute legal stuff going on with, shipment policies and just all of those things, invoices and that. Like I'm working with my partner. He's really good at those kind of things, so he's working on that to sort it out. But you would be able to buy these stickers in India, I'm hoping pretty soon. And along with this, there are a few more other stickers too. I'm really excited to share them with you guys. But yeah, you can pick these stickers. And using these stickers for me, it helps like stand out from anything else that I add in my planner. And immediately, like you can see here, this half of the page is already filled in. And you can immediately see here that whatever I've added in these boxes stand out a lot faster than what I've written down on the paper. So in these boxes, I like to add tasks related to my focus for that particular year. And sometimes I like to switch it up based on what's going on in my life that is extremely important for that particular day. So I like doing that too. Let's say in work, I'm doing a major presentation, or I'm going for a meeting that's outside my norm. I'm going to pitch a client or something like that. I like to add in these boxes so that they stand out. That's something that I highly recommend. And then another thing I want to suggest is to add mundane tasks that you don't really want to do. Things like putting out the trash, doing dishes. I hate doing these things, but adding in the planner and the feeling of sitting in the night and crossing it off the list is just such a reward, and it helps you to get really consistent at it. You won't believe it, with washing dishes, I was extremely I procrastinate a lot for doing dishes. I'm like, okay, let's do it in the morning. Let's do it once a day with all the dishes, and it gets so overwhelming. But adding it in my planner really. I've started to do the dishes as soon as I finish eating, and that's been such a nice thing to do, because when you go to cook your next meal, it's quite nice. So adding those mundane tasks in your planner really, really helps. And then one more thing that you can do is write a list of your daily habits. I don't do that because some of them I added in here, but not all of them, because I use a wellness planner as well, and in that for the habit tracker, in that I have my daily habits. So I don't want to repeat myself, but in case you're just using one planner, you can do that. And something else that I like to add is my work. I do have fairly a fixed schedule. Even if it changes, it's mostly because of my personal commitments that I shift things up. But still, I like to add it so that I feel it's nice. It's nice. If I didn't have separate planners, probably I wouldn't have added it. I would just gone ahead and added work tasks. But because I have a separate planner for work, I added my work tasks in there. And I just added saying that, okay, I have work on these days. And that's quite helpful as well. Then another thing that I really love doing, I started doing this last year, is to add just things that are happening in my life, just like that. For example, there was a dinner fail I cooked. I was trying some new recipe and that just completely flopped. I spent 3 hours doing that and it didn't turn out well. Then when I went to buy food from a local store here, and that time and in there I met someone and I struck up a conversation, and that conversation is leading to something bigger. And so I wrote here, dinner failed, but whatever happens, it's for the good. It's just really nice, and even when you look back on your planners, it's something nice to see. One more thing that I do love to add is the shows that I'm watching, something that really stands out. I had it recently, just yesterday I finished it actually. I saw The Capture and I just love it. So I wrote here, one of the best shows I've ever watched. Loved the storyline, cast, and everything about The Capture. So just things like this, adding them in here takes out the pressure, the seriousness of working on your goals, of personal development, and adds a little bit of fun, I would say, like fun or joy into your planning routine. And when you look back on your planners, I really like doing that. And then you can also add tasks that are specific to that particular day. For example, I worked on my January intentions on Tuesday. I worked on my January monthly planning on Monday. Then I wanted to do a weekly tarot reading, but I couldn't do it. So I moved it to the next day and I did it here. And then filming, editing, all of those things, I tried to add it here. If I want to shop something, I do that. And then also, if I'm anticipating to receive a package, if I've ordered something online, usually in Canada things take a lot longer to get shipped. It's totally different from India. In India you get it pretty quickly. I order something within a day or two, it's there, but here things take a lot longer. So that way I keep looking forward to it, and if I receive a package, I write that. So just things that brings you a lot of joy, apart from your daily habits, apart from the tasks that you're working on, apart from the mundane things that you do, that really helps. Something else that I add, which you don't see here because I've just used it for 3 days, is birthdays, anniversaries. I add that, and that way it's a reminder for me to wish them. I have tried my best not to use Facebook in order to remember people's birthdays. I felt that that's not a good way to go about relationships. So I like adding them in the planner, and it's a nice little reminder for me to either order a gift, call them, wish them, send a card, or something like that. So I really love doing that too. And then I also add a few meetings because that really affects the way I'm planning for that particular day. So these are all the things that you can add, and sometimes I like to fill up the empty spaces. As you can see, Wednesday was a fairly different day, but had a little bit of empty space. That's why I wrote it. Sometimes I leave it blank because I don't really want to pressure myself into filling up the pages. So completely be comfortable with leaving out empty spaces, not using the planner every day, and you will be good. You will be good. And also I recommend you to come back every single week. Even though you use it as a daily planner, just think about, don't think, okay, if you don't use, let's say, a week, you'll be like, okay, let's just use it from January. Don't do that. Give yourself the opportunity to reevaluate every single week in case you want to come back to using the planner. Something else that I recommend you to do is check back on my channel, even if you don't watch all the videos that I upload. What I'm gonna do from this week onwards is on every Saturday, probably somewhere around the evening time, 7:30. I recommend like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Around that time, I will upload my weekly plan with me, so you can watch that as a reminder for you to start using the planner. Many of you have messaged me saying that when I upload these weekly plan with me videos, that is when you sit down to use your planner as well. So that's a really nice ritual that you want to do. And I've gotten a few requests to start a planner club wherein we can all have like a planning stationery lover kind of a community, and chat about like our goals, our planning stuff and all that. So I'm really thinking about it. Let me know what are your thoughts on that. We can do that too. But for now, weekly plan with me is are gonna come every Saturday evenings. By the way, this is India time, so that you can watch it then and use your planners. It would be a little nice prompt and a reminder for you to pick out the planner for the week and use them. So yeah, these were all the tips and issues like consistency and all that I wanted to share, even perfectionism. And don't be what do you say, like don't pressure yourself to keep it clean. If you want to scratch something out, do scratch it, or you can use whiteouts. That's available on Amazon. Just go type whiteout or correction tape and you'll get good products wherein you can mask the stuff that you don't want it to be seen or you don't want to scratch. So you can do that too. I really hope this helped you in just thinking that, okay, I need not be perfect, or I can include something in my planner routine to motivate me. I hope you found this video valuable. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, guys, if you haven't done it yet, because 60 to 70% of my viewers haven't subscribed to my channel. So do subscribe. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video soon. Bye.